Servus, grüß euch und willkommen zum großen Preis von Österreich zum zweiten Mal in the Ultimate Mobile Racing League. Hello everyone and welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix for the second time in the Ultimate Mobile Racing League. I am HUE Larry and this time I'm not alone. Around here I am joined by Sudjuche once again for round 8 now of this season.
Hello, hello. I didn't understand a single word that he just said, so he didn't introduce it. Do you have any, predictions for today's race, Ilari?
Well, like we talked a bit beforehand, and of course Laguna is on a 3-win streak right now. He's not here, so that's out of the window. And then we saw Guillermo taking the championship lead now. He took 2 second places in a row behind Laguna, and Krusnet's had his struggles. Right now Krusnet's got pole. He's still the fastest
Pigeon
of
on
those.
pole.
Pigeon is also back in a seat. It's hard to say. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with the same exact time, so Pigeon needs to be first if this is the final time. But Pigeon pole position will be interesting,
He's tied with Wilger, but probably Pigeon's taking that spot right now. Wilger was also fast in qualification.
Shouldn't he take it because he did it first? Wasn't it some kind of rule?
Yeah.
There are a whole lot of tied drives. Oh, Crustunet and Poe now, with a slightly better lap than Pigeon and Wilga.
And also who isn't here, it's Seb, who is now in P3 in the standings, or I think he has been all the time, but he's now tied on points with Crustunet actually, but he's not here today, so it's gonna go down to Crustunet and Guillermo as it looks like. Now Crustunet and Matt, who is once again in the front row. He was also in the front row at Canada. He's pretty quick in qualifying after his comeback here. And Matt and Glow, I think, are the lineup for one time, just like in season 1, round 1. That's awesome.
That's a whole French lineup. That's interesting to mention.
Yeah, but now they got the Italian sponsor.
French team with an Italian sponsor. That's interesting.
Yeah,
now 3 people are tied for P3. Crustunet with a good time. Guillermo and Crustunet now are tied for P1.
Dude, and also Sigma Bob also in P6. It's incredibly close. It's 400s. That's not something you see in real life that often. And look who's on top. It's Guillermo.
Oh wait, yeah, Crustunet and Guillermo. Oh, that's... They have exactly the same times now, don't they? So it should be Crustunet who's starting first.
Yeah, probably Krusnet. Where is he? Has he gone across the line? No, he's not. But he is...
Neither has Guillermo.
That was close. He almost improved though.
Kado does a very bad time. He's last by an incredible lot behind Glow.
Kado is set to start last at the Austrian Grand Prix. But wow, in Austria we would sometimes say Hundertstel Krimi if it's very close in Formula 1 or skiing. And look at the times. I know it's a short track, but the entire field is separated by just over 0.4 of a second. And so after qualifying, we see 2 Spaniards once again lock out the front row, but this time Crustunet strikes back with pole position. These 2 were tied, as are Pigeon, Wilger and Matt, who are right behind them. Pigeon this time filling in for Seb at the leading team in the championship. Sigma Bob and Alonso also tie for 6th and 7th position. F1 fan, once again not with the best qualifying, he's tied with the 2nd Jaguar of Toaster. And Brolix makes it 2 Levioso Sports Art cars inside the top 10. Majumdar qualifies 11th in his 2nd UMRL race. Nickel and Fede F1 not living up to Laguno's performances, which brought the team up ahead of MP Motorsport in the standings. Then Malik in quite a disappointing P14, Glow only 15th, and finally the only HRT and the champion from season 1, Kado, will be our last car on the grid. And here we are on the grid And looking at a very quick turn 1, and we go up towards the hairpin of turn 3 in 5 lights time. And we are underway with quite a lag spike or something. Crustunet is racing Guillermo, heading towards the hairpin. Crustunet to the inside, but Pigeon, his teammate in Etruria today, takes second place away. And now into turn 4, it gets very messy with the rain now also coming up. Crustunet keeps P1. He goes too deep into the corner though, and there's also been trouble behind them with the Etrurias, and Pigeon doesn't make the pit lane. Also, one of the Williamses stayed out. What's going on here?
It's absolute mayhem out there. I hope you caught the joke. I think there was a thing called
Nikhil
mayhem
is still
or
out
something.
there.
Wow. Yeah, Nikhil is kind of... yeah, that was expected. Yeah, Crustunet is catching up to them. Not even... yeah, they're all making incredible
Nikhil is
mistakes.
still drifting around and Crustunet, oh, he gets caught up in the traffic.
Why are they staying out? This is madness.
Look at that. Now Ferry F1 teammate for Nikhil today, because there's no lagoon. Oh my god, and there's someone has lagged and just pushed a lot of cars into a lot of cars. Let's just take a look at the top. There's a Jaguar of Toaster, and Crustunet now has made it through there, and his other rivals, I think Brolix, Guillermo, and all of them are still stuck.
My god, this is absolute carnage out there. I can't see what's happening even. Guillermo is getting pushed around a lot. This will certainly cost him a lot of valuable points.
Oh.
Pigeon with a big lag spike.
There was the second Etruria. Yeah, I think he's been punted into the wall by a Jaguar. I'm not sure. It's very fast, very quick things happening. And look at Majumdar on the intermediates for the 101st. I don't even know where he started. But Guillermo is in P3 here.
Oh, a fight for now for P2 there. That was almost a lag spike there. Quite a scary situation. Guillermo is now trying to make his way up very aggressively. Tries to take the inside, couldn't. Fedev defends it on the outside. He's now again on the hunt. Guillermo is really going to try to catch up to Crustunet. This is a champ. Why is Guillermo pitting? What is he doing?
It was a late call. The rain appeared again. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see it myself that it was gonna rain again, so maybe I would have done the same. But of course it was still a gamble, and this is huge for the championship, because now Guillermo, the championship leader, is down in P12, and Crustunet might be able to regain that 9 points gap that he's now got to P1.
Oh, the pressure is now on Crust to keep his P1 and not make any mistakes. It will certainly be an interesting time for him. He isn't being opposed by no one, neither is he being attacked. But behind him, it's... I can't even describe it with words. Guillermo getting stuck in the worst possible traffic. Now behind his teammate, somehow ending up behind him, which is interesting considering Pigeon was literally crushed into the wall. Nose in.
Yeah, for that, it's already a solid comeback by Pigeon now that he's back into the points. And now there's a huge chain of cars coming up for Guillermo. F1 fan now has made his way up into P6, or I actually don't know where he started. Somewhere around there. But Crustunet has managed to keep it clean at the start, and the Etrurias didn't, and that's what happens. Now Fede F1 has managed to fight his way past Majumdar on the wets, but now the Inters clearly are the better tires. Sigma Bob is in P4, he managed to win the fight against Brolix for now. And then there's Kato, who started in last, and F1 fan then behind. And now they go into the pit lane, apart from somebody, that's Sigma Bob staying out.
Glow is, I think, purposely slowing down now. Isn't he? I think that's like yeah, he's just driving as slow as possibly can. Or at least it seems. Wow.
Well, ahead of round 1, he said he trained and you better be ready, people. And now, oh, that's a disconnect. He's gone through the wall at turn 1. I'm not sure if the disconnect or the lack of motivation happened first, but he is sadly out, and there's only one time left. That is Matt, of course, and there's a battle for second place. A Fetty F1 having to go the long way round because Majimdar must have sent it into turn 3. But Fetty F1 keeps the place, but now into a very tricky corner.
Don't both of these guys race in AMRL? Mahomda and Fedev. I think they do, yeah.
Yeah, they surely are. I didn't take a look at the AMRL standings for a while, but
they do get a podium.
F1 was very quick here.
If they do get a podium, though, they will be banned from AMRL. That's what happened to Nicholas last season in AMRL. That's how he lost his position.
I think Toaster 64 is leading AMRL by 2 points over Fede, and then it's Majimdar in P3. Oh, but now there's other people arriving on the scene. It's Sigma Bob and Brolix, as Majimdar on the mediums now has established himself a bit further ahead in second.
This seems a bit like a deja vu, don't you think? Nicholas got a podium right here in Austria, and then he got banned from AMRL. It's gonna happen exactly the same thing now.
True, it also happened at Austria. Oh no.
It's interesting.
They're all racing towards being too good for AMRL. But yeah, you can see it. They're fighting for the AMRL championship, and now they're all gonna get disqualified. So the one that finishes in P4 might be the winner of the feeder series, which I still find a bit strange, I must say. But yeah, so I wanted to take a look at where Matt is. He's in P6, the only one time now, but they're still racing up towards turn 3. It's the inside line once more for Fede F1, but Brolix also takes the position around the outside.
Okay, so Matt and Marek seem to be working together to catch up to the big group in the front, but that group is not looking very clean, at least for now. Mahomda made some progress and escaped them by a second, 1.8 seconds, which is quite good. Well, as for Crust, he is so far in front you can't even see him. So they are kind of chasing
on the medium tires is, and also Matt now gets past. The soft tires not working that well as it looks. They last 10 to 15 laps around here, and the mediums last 12 to 18. And the hards 16 to 21, but nobody is on that tire right now. But yeah, the mediums are quick enough around here, as it looks. 5 seconds between Crustunet and Majimdar. Let's see. I'm not sure if Majimdar's gonna manage to diminish that gap as well.
Now Fedev and Matt are fighting for P4. Martin Fedev for P4, Marek right behind them. He may benefit from this situation, but I'm going to say this, that all of the grid is incredibly close. I don't really get... Oh, Guillermo out! Into 10th position, pushed by his own teammate.
Oh, and he's... Oh no, that's Pigeon going straight on. There's a connection issue or something. Yeah, Pigeon's DNF'd once again. From a race, there's just one Etruria. The championship leading teams only got one car now in the points, and Guillermo's also still pretty far down. I said in the video that I just finished today that Etruria would have to have a similarly bad weekend as Aston Martin at Canada, and it looks like this is happening. So maybe, and probably, the fight will be on after this round again.
This is... Well, it feels like I'm watching Draft Survive or something. It's very weird.
Actually, F1 fan is also down in 13th. I'm not sure what happened to him again, but yeah, he sadly is probably out of the championship fight. Now he's up to P12, ahead of Wilger, who's also not had a good race here. But yeah, it's only Guillermo and Crustunet. The top two.
The season 1 world champion Kado is now making incredible progress. Starting last, he's now 6th. Does he have a chance at the top 5? What do you think?
I think it's very well possible. He has now once again taking a podium at Canada. So I think so that he will at least manage to get a top 5. Now there are lots of people are pitting. It's maybe getting a bit more likely, as you see, up to P4 on the mediums. Different strategy still. And look at Majumdar. Krasnet's pitted for a third time, and Majumdar just tried an attack, or maybe Krasnet also got past. I didn't quite take a look. But Majumdar, of course, is now further ahead than he actually is. And Krasnet's going for the all-soft strategy, and Majumdar for the all-medium one. I right now have the feeling that the mediums are pretty good.
Yeah, I think the mediums may be the best tire for this track. At least that's how it seems. Because Crustunet made a whole lot of time on them. Mahumda as well. But yeah, there isn't a rule anymore for the different tires because they used inters or wets or whatever. So there isn't any rule now. So they can go full softs to the end of the race or full mediums, whatever they like. But
yeah, it's also a bit strange because the rain hasn't been there for that long, but that's how the rules are going. And right now, Kato's fighting for the podium with Brolix on the worst tires.
yeah,
But he will have to come in eventually.
Yeah, that's a big risk, but I think he's trying to get a slipstream from so far off. I don't think it's possible, but he is at least here.
And maybe he's also trying to get a rain.
Yeah, maybe. It's not a bad strategy considering there is rain, but Mahmoud needs to get past him very fast. Oh, that's a bit of a push, isn't it? Kato now going to the pits.
I'm not sure. I just took a look. Behind at the MP Motorsports fighting with the Jaguar. Where is he? He's now in the pit lane.
There's a three-way fight for P7, I think. Yeah, Guillermo, Fedef, and Alonso. Guillermo...
Yeah, it was Alonso who I was talking about. Alonso went to the pits.
Guillermo makes a whole lot of mistakes. Maybe the pressure is getting to him. And it's certainly not a good thing. Kado coming out 10th. That last pit stop certainly put him far behind. Now,
Crustunet tries to send it. Guillermo.
Crustunet in an 8-second lead. I think this is the season with the longest wins, you know? Like, whoever wins by like 8 seconds or something. Laguno did it in Monaco. Kurst is doing it now. So
yeah, Piggy did it a lot last season. I don't remember exactly, but like I think Monaco was massive. There was also like the F1 ES times where like every win margin was massive, and either by Piggy or F1 fan.
Massive.
So I don't exactly remember. And when now Guillermo goes back past Kato.
You know what else is massive?
Keeping on making mistakes. No, I don't exactly know.
Should I say it or yeah, I'm gonna keep it out.
Oh my god. I'm not so sure. But we almost had like a Ricardo Sonta situation here with Fede F1, as now Kato tries to finally get around the outside of him, but he goes too deep into that infamous turn 7, which can lead to massive mistakes.
Again, massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
and now Matsu goes around the outside of Majumdar and into the podium places for now. The soft tire drivers are coming back a little bit in this stage of the race, and Crustunet. Oh no, Crustunet was a soft tire driver all the time. I apologize. Majumdar, the medium driver, now also trying to pass Matt again. It's very interesting right now, but
there's now a fight for P9.
Not too long to go.
Kado, Alonso, and Toaster. Interesting. You know, the massive thing, the one you said, you know, that meme. I'm so fed up with it, like instinct, you know. Whenever you say
you said it.
whenever someone says it, it just clicks, you know. My classmates, they won't stop saying it, and it's just so, it bothers me. Like, I've dreamt about it, you know, it's
Like,
that bad.
do they say it in English then, or like I don't know?
Yeah, there is a Bulgarian version, so they do say it in that language. It sounds almost
Okay,
exactly the same, so whatever.
it didn't quite get to Austria as it seems.
Yeah.
Oh, and now wow, that's almost a full wide moment as the MP Motorsport of Sigma Bob makes an interesting move to say the least, but Kato somehow still stays in P8 ahead of the two Jaguars, and wow, Toaster takes a late dive into the pit lane for his last stop.
Guillermo moving up into third, but he has not pitted. And I think Matt has a chance for a podium today, don't you think? The Frenchman is looking very well.
Yeah, now he's on the worst tires. I'm not so sure. He's on the worst tires, like the mediums, which will be better towards the end. But all the others around him now have got fresh softs. Crustunet, Brolix, Majumdar. Also, Majumdar has converted to the soft cult now. So Matt is on the mediums and slipstreaming.
Yeah,
Majumdar, just as it seems. But Malik now, the winner from last season, is also very close here. That's crazy.
yeah, I think Matt playing this safely is, slipstreaming, It's a very good idea since he's on softs. But I think Mahumda needs to go faster if they want to catch up to Borix. Because I think the gap is big, and in 9 laps, I don't know how much they will be able to catch up. Matt with a mistake there, it seems. Marek now catches up. And an overtake now into some corner. I don't remember them.
It's the Niki Lauda curve of turn 1, and the MP Motorsports might just return to the front of the field for the first time in quite a while. P has won at Monza, then the Laguna win streak started, which is gonna end today, but both of the MP Motorsports this far at the top, we've not seen that in a long time. Also, Sigma Bob is also racing in AMRL. I just tried to find out the nationality of Majumdar, which I couldn't. But yeah, Sigma Bob is in P6 and also racing for the same team in AMRL.
Alonso
So a very pure.
a great lap, We didn't see that, but he did a 26.02, which is something. Isn't the world record something of
That's nice.
25.98 or something like that? Whatever, who
That
cares?
would be crazy. I mean, which tires is he on? Pretty fresh softs. But he's now in the slipstream of his teammate. So maybe they're going for that point. I mean, they're inside the points, so they will get it. That's also something that I've never seen before. Like the teammates then going for the fastest lap towards the end, as they are right behind each other. Also now Brolix is in second ahead of Majumdar. How has that happened? There must have been some crazy strategy by Brolix. I mean, Brolix once tried an AMRL strategy in a UMRL race, which didn't quite work out. It was at Valencia with like just one stop, which was quite funny. But this time he's got it spot on, as it looks like, and Majumdar is far behind. And Matt has lost the slipstream to him. So there might not be a comeback by Matt.
It's a possibility. Oh,
few
Sigma up with a
laps.
mistake now. Could have got the slipstream, but didn't. Mahumda should be losing grip by now. Matt may have an advantage, but in 5 laps or so, I'm not sure he'll be able to catch up. But hope is never lost, I guess. Now Crustunet passing his teammate.
Okay, Guillermo. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Crustunet is spitting for a soft.
Not having a good race.
Crustunet is pulling a Verstappen.
Wow, and now he goes for the fastest lap. Yeah, he's going for the fastest lap. I mean, it's very reasonable. It's pretty safe, and he needs every single point. I just wanted to do the calculation. It's gonna be 26 points for Crustunet right now, and a lot less for Guillermo. He's in P7. It's gonna be 8 points for Guillermo. So yeah, it would be the championship lead again for Crustunet. What a battle we are witnessing here.
Crustunet now pulling a Verstappen at least. Yeah, he made a big mistake.
Yeah, let's see what he's...
There. Certainly not possible, but it doesn't seem like there are any fights going on, so I'm just going to spectate Crust as he does his incredible lap on the track.
Yeah, he's now got one lap to go for Crustunet here. Will he manage to take the fastest lap? It's not been a good one on lap 44.
Wow, such silence. Yeah, he makes an incredible mistake, so yeah, fastest lap is out of the...
Oh, and now almost the rain also almost trying to disrupt him as he just weaves down the straight towards turn 9. It's not been a good final lap for him, but he manages to win the Austrian Grand Prix in dominant fashion. He takes his 4th win in total, I think, and his 2nd of the season. Brolix with a very clear 2nd place now, and Majumdar, unbelievable also, gets P3. Brolix and Majumdar no longer are eligible to race in AMRL.
That was an interesting day, wasn't it? Crustunet first, absolute madness with those 6 seconds. After pitting, he would have been something with the 11 seconds or something like that in front of them. But quite a diverse grid. I think the most points are for MP this time.
That's also true, yeah.
Oh wait, the 101st take a podium.
Oh, yeah, and that's gonna be the first big points for them, I
101.
think, this season. I mean, they've had some success with Elcrack last season, but that's kinda out the window this season. And also fastest lap has gone to Alonso here.
Yeah.
Great to see Jaguar score triple points, basically.
Yeah, Crustunet, an incredible thing.
It is Matt then in P4, not taking a podium by 1 second, and Sigma Bob and Malik finally bring home big points for MP Motorsport. Guillermo with 7th only after an incredibly chaotic start at the Red Bull Ring. Cato in P8 from last, and Fede F1 with P9, best of the Williams. Laguno's success couldn't be continued around here. Tosa 64 in P10, ahead of his teammate with the fastest lap. Great teamwork there. And F1 fan just 1 point today. His 2nd half of the season has not gone as planned at all so far. Then Wilger not with a good race either after qualifying quite well. Nikhil only in P14 today. And Pigeon and Glow being the 2 DNFs. And also Nikhil being a DNF. Another twist in the World Championship has happened at the Austrian Grand Prix. Crustunet is back on top ahead of Guillermo, and it looks like these two are the ones to scrap it out in the remaining 2 rounds. Seb didn't race today but stays in P3, solid as ever. Laguna didn't race this time as well. His 3 wins making up for a lot of his points. Cato is in 5th after a difficult day for him, and even more so for F1 fan. He's having a tough time in the league in general. Piggy is surely not going to become a 2-time champ this season. He hasn't raced in the last 2 races as well. Nicholas is still in P8. He hasn't raced today either. But Brolix, now taking 2nd place, jumps up to 9th ahead of Malik. And Matt, with 3 solid results so far, is already in 11th. It's still not as exciting in the team's championship. Etruria Racing Team still the only ones above 200 points. MP Motorsport with the missing Laguna today go ahead of Williams again, and One Time are also still quite close in that battle. Alrighty, I'm just going to say thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe and join our Discord server, and we will see you when we go to the second to last race. There's only 2 left, so it's got to be Poland that we are going to next. Poland and Singapore as the final rounds. It's gonna be even more chaos than we saw today.
Thanks for watching. We'll see each other next time in Poland. I'm not going to say that specific word that starts with the K, but you know, I think you know what I'm talking about. So have a great day, or night, wherever you live. And I hope the best for you. Goodbye from me.